And welcome back, Interior sports fans. Mike Fussell here with your latest local action. Alaskan athletes are keeping very busy this weekend. The state high school tennis tournament is wrapping up today, and some of the results have already come in. West Valley's Jared Lees was gunning for his first ever state title, but he fell short earlier today. South's Joseph Hemry got the upper hand in 2 sets, 6-4 and 6-1. But mixed doubles was full of Interior teams. Trent Chu and Teresa Sample are now state champions. The West Valley duo won in 2 sets earlier today. And Lathrop's James Kardash and Rachel Jordan grabbed the bronze medal as well. And the Eielson Ravens are also getting a taste of the postseason. They hosted the Homer Mariners for the first round of the ASAA Small School State Football Playoffs. The two teams met up earlier in the year. Eielson took that game by a significant margin. This time around, their dominance only grew. The Ravens shut out Homer 62-0, scoring on both sides of the ball. Caleb Dunlap turned on the Jets for more than 5 touchdowns, and Andrew North grabbed 2 interceptions, taking one back to the house. Any Mariner momentum was often washed away by a number of penalties. The Ravens advance to the state finals. They take on the winner of the Barrow and Nikiski game in Anchorage next weekend.
It's a great feeling to go back to state. Hopefully we get down there, execute, and do what we do. I think it was working. We were just moving our feet, driving our feet through the blocks. We're running past blocks, and Lions the real MVP of the day.
And other Interior high school football teams packed their bags in hope of keeping their postseason dreams alive. North Pole traveled to Kenai for the first round of the medium schools playoffs. The Cardinals and Patriots met up several weeks ago. The fate of North Pole would be the same though. The Pats fall to the Cards 74-6, and the West Valley Wolfpack was up against East Anchorage earlier today. The Pack couldn't get anything going against the T-Birds. East wins it 49-0. Railbelt top seed Colony would also get nixed from the championship bracket, losing to Diamond 34-26. Lathrop plays West Anchorage at home tonight. Check back at 11 or follow us on Twitter for the results of that game. And the Fairbanks Ice Dogs are finally playing at home after a 10-game road trip. The Dogs welcomed the Kenai River Brown Bears to the Big Dipper last night. Mark Sullivan got the action started for Fairbanks less than 3 minutes into the game. Sullivan would be the lone scorer of the first period. Liam Sturtzinger, though, would mount another one after the intermission, but Kenai River would soon answer back. This hemming and hawing left the score at 2-1 Ice Dogs going into the final period, and that's when the Dogs would go off. Logan Coombs would find the back of the net for Fairbanks, but Caden Cahill went on to tally 2 goals in P3. The Haymaker third period made a huge dent on the scoreboard, leaving the final at 5-2 with the Ice Dogs taking the win.
Well, I don't know. It was kind of a whirlwind. I thought we were decent in the first period, not very good in the second, and came out with some more energy and jump in the third. So it was kind of a tale of 3 different periods for us. So I think guys found out that once they got the puck inside the dots, they became more effective offensive players in the third period, and that was the difference for us.
And the Alaska Nanooks hockey team is at the Sullivan Arena in Anchorage for the Kendall Hockey Classic. The first opponent to take shots at the Nooks yesterday evening was St. Cloud State. The Minnesota team would get fired up from the get-go. The Blizzards scored just 2 minutes into the game and would add another before time expired in the first period. That gave them a comfortable 2-0 lead after 1. UAF would try to get back in it, but the Nooks had no luck slipping the puck past the pipes. St. Cloud would get one more by the final whistle and shut out the Nanooks 3-0. Alaska now starts their regular season record in the loss column at 0-1. And the 18th annual Farthest North Forest Sports Festival kicked off earlier today. Folks from the interior came out in their flannel jackets and trapper hats to partake in the event that included log rolling, axe throwing, fire building, and much more. The event started at the Fairbanks Experimental Farm Fields, then moved over to Blaine Lake, where competitors built fire to boil soapy water. Whoever could boil the water quickest got the win. A log rolling competition took place after that. Lumberjacks and Lumberjills tried to make their opponent fall into the iced over lake. All right, and that about brings us to the buzzer for sports tonight. Don't forget to log on to Twitter and follow us at KTVF11 Sports for our latest updates. Mike Schultz has your weather forecast coming up next. Thanks for checking in, and we'll see you next weekend.